Can you get up today? Are you sore? Did you work out too hard?
I'm not sore. I'm just weak in general, guys. So
that is not true.
You're right. You're right. That's not true.
No, that's not true.
Rubber ducky, Alpha Bravo, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jack Brinkman. I've got an ear infection. We're about to go on vacation, so there's a whole lot of things.
You didn't introduce me.
It doesn't matter, Gabrielle. I'm tired of introducing
Gabrielle.
you. Gabrielle gets more Instagram likes than me, so it doesn't matter. Y'all know who she is. Gabrielle should be introducing me to the videos from now on.
Guys, this is my beautiful boyfriend, Jack. He's really desperate.
Hey, sisters.
He really wants some.
Bye,
that's not the time for that.
Hey, you guys saw my Instagram caption with my sister. That was funny. That was funny.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I got a kick out of that one. When you see it, you'll think it's funny.
Okay.
There's a whole lot of drama going down, a whole lot of things going down, so we thought this is the perfect time to not talk about it and make a story time video. Because that's what we do.
I feel like we should make a story time about the time you met him.
If you guys want to see a story time when I met James Charles, let me know in the comment section down below. I feel like everyone is tired of that though at this point. So, but
no
if
one
that's
really
not the
likes
case,
him anymore.
if that's not true. Like everyone just hops on the bandwagon. I
know,
guarantee you, half the people that have unsubscribed will subscribe again in a month. But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying anything. I just don't want to get involved and not say everyone doesn't like a person. But that's just me being a good person and Gabrielle being a bandwagoner. We're gonna be talking about the day that Gabrielle met my parents because we realized we've never talked about this.
We've only talked about the time that he
This is
met
the thing though. I hardly remember it. So we are relying on Gabrielle to tell the story, and if you don't already know what's about to happen, torture, guys. When Gabrielle tries to tell stories, it's torture.
I'm not that bad.
It's bad.
I'm getting better.
It's worse than Gabrielle is making it seem to be. So if you've never watched one of our story times before, oof, oh my gosh, bye sister. Am I right? You're gonna be gone.
That is.
Yeah, like, is that gonna be a new thing I say for the next week or something? I don't know.
No.
But listen. So Gabrielle's gonna do her best, and then I'm sure things will come to me. But I don't really remember. Gabrielle was the one that wanted to talk about this, so we're just gonna let her take the floor. Gabrielle, where are we at?
Okay, what so it was summer of our sophomore year. Jack just turned 16. Or it was like the summer going into sophomore year, so in between freshman and sophomore year. He just turned 16, and like that was whenever we first started talking. Like he would come over to my house a lot. I wouldn't go over to his house as much.
Because she was scared. I knew you wouldn't admit to this. Gabrielle was afraid to meet my parents.
Because I'm really awkward around.
No. You know, it's okay to be like, oh, I'm nervous, Jack. I'm nervous. Can you like
I just avoided it.
No, she would totally avoid like my home where I live.
Because I didn't want to make a bad impression because I had a feeling
I'd already made every bad impression possible for her family, so like what?
But my mom thought you were like the funniest person ever.
Thought, didn't know, thought. So, Gabrielle, terrified.
But I also had really high. I felt like I had really high expectations to live up to, because like you're hilarious. Your entire family is like exactly like Jack. Like they're all super funny. They all like are super good at carrying conversations. And then there's me, the complete opposite of that. Like I couldn't make anyone laugh.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at that type of stuff.
Gabrielle's good at unintentionally making people laugh.
Yeah, like I'll just say dumb things or like cute things. I don't know. He cracks up at really random things that I say. Anyways, but I just was, I was kind of scared to meet them, even though they're the nicest people ever. But it's intimidating. It's so intimidating to meet the parents. So the time that I met them, it was like around 4th of July. And
because my birthday is June 25th, so I had just gotten my car, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so we went over to his house before we went to the fireworks show.
She's grabbing my leg.
I know. I need some support.
Bye, sister. Oh, sister, bye.
Jack, this is not becoming a thing. You're not gonna. So we went over to his house right before we went to see the fireworks and everything. And like I was kind of dressed in, you know, the ugliest 4th of July shirt ever. I think it was like 4 or 5 years old from Old Navy. So if that paints a picture in your head, it was like
I see it all now. It's like I'm there. A little more detail, Gabrielle. When'd you go to the bathroom?
And no. Anyways. Shut up. But so we went over there and I was like all 4th of July. Jack was, I'm pretty sure he was wearing like black and white. So the opposite of 4th of July. And your parents were sitting in the living room and we walked through the front door and I was like.
So if you don't know, when you walk in my front door, to the right is my living room, in front is stairs, and to the left is our kitchen. So you really don't have much of a choice of where you go.
For some reason,
you're exposed the second you walk into my house.
So you can't really avoid anything. So Jack walks in first, and then I was behind him. I'm pretty sure I was like grabbing him or something, because I was super nervous, because I didn't want to be like I didn't want to not fit in with them. Because
she didn't want to not be funny because she thinks that's the only way to get people to like you is to be funny, which in a weird way is kind of true, but she didn't want to not be funny. She wanted to like basically be like our family, which is not the case. Gabrielle is nothing like this. I've never
met a funnier family than your family. So, and I knew they were all exactly like you. And so the expectations were like high, and I knew I was not gonna meet them. So I walk in behind Jack, and they both like stand up because they're like watching a movie or something, or the news. And they're like, "Hi, Gabrielle, it's nice to finally see you over here. Jack's always coming over to your place." And I was like,
And the thing is, at this time, they knew that Gabrielle was afraid to come over because it was obvious. There's no reason to not be coming over ever. Like, I had to explain to him one day, I'm sure, like, yeah, Gabrielle's terrified of all of you, so she's not coming over here. So it was really out of nowhere when she finally did.
The thing is, I just get quiet. Like, my brain stops working, so I'm just
Gabrielle's brain stops working all the time. The second Gabrielle wakes up, brain off. No more brain. And then, not until she goes to bed.
So anything anyone says, I'm just like, yeah.
My grandma died.
So Mr. Brinkman comes up to me and he's like, "Hi, Gabrielle, it's so nice to meet you." He goes in for a hug. I went in for the handshake. And that's whenever I knew I messed up. I was like,
I'm glad I don't remember this.
No. I was like, this is awful. This is just first impression, just terrible.
That's how Gabrielle's brain works, though. Like, she assumes that just because she messed up something that half the people in the world mess up, that it's over. Oh, there's no hope for this relationship.
There's no coming back.
They hate me. There's no rebound. Nothing.
No. And then your mom stood up and I immediately gave her a hug, and then she went to shake my hand, and I was like, this couldn't be any worse. Like, there's no way I could have.
This would have been a good vlog.
I know, it really would have.
We should have started vlogging at a younger age.
We really should have. But then Jack saved the day and just said something really dumb, like, "Oh, she's just nervous," and which made me 10 times more nervous. I'm like,
yeah,
shut up. Like, I wanted to smack him.
It's never good to call someone out for being nervous when they're nervous, because then they get far more nervous. And that's honestly what you want to see if it's like entertaining to you, so it's kind of the reason I do that.
But this is what Jack always does. He always calls me out for being nervous or awkward. He's like, "Oh, she's just a little nervous," or, "Oh, she's just being a little awkward, it'll pass." You always do that to me, and it just makes me 10 times worse.
Boo-hoo.
This still kind of happens, though. And then your parents are just like casually talking because we were gonna go out to dinner before fireworks and everything. And they're like, "Oh, so where do you want to go? You can pick the place since you're the guest." And I just look at Jack, I'm like, "Where are we going?" Like, it just passed my head. Like, I don't know what it was. It just went straight over my head.
They ask Gabrielle, "Where do you want to eat?" Gabrielle immediately looks to me, "Jack, where are we eating?" Like that. Like,
I was so nervous, my brain.
Dude, it looked like we were like in an abusive relationship where the girl doesn't get to speak. You know, like, don't speak unless spoken to type thing. Like she lives in my basement with like chains, like chained to the floor. Like, she literally like, "Gabrielle, where do you want to eat?" "Jack, where are we eating?" That type of thing. And things are still kind of like that now that I think about it.
Because I'm pretty easygoing.
How many times you hear Gabrielle say that but then prove herself wrong in our vlogs? I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying.
I'm pretty low maintenance compared to other girls.
Compared to what girl?
Any other girl.
How many times y'all see us eating sushi on our Instagram stories?
Because you offer. I'm not going to deny free sushi.
That's a good point. That's my fault. Okay.
But anyway, so we get to the dinner place.
Gabrielle wears Gymshark and Lululemon. That's all I have to say. Continue.
What's so bad about that? I feel like you just roasted me.
That is like the highest like maintenance apparel for women.
I'm wearing Forever 21 joggers right now.
I'm not saying right now, I'm saying in general.
I have one pair of Lulu leggings and one pair of Gymshark leggings.
That's enough for me to say that you wear Gymshark and Lululemon.
Ooh, 2 whole pairs.
I have 2 pairs of underwear, and I wear underwear. It works.
Yeah, you leave one in the washing machine and then you wear the other one.
No, I just don't wash either one of them.
I hate you. So then we get to the place. That car ride there, I was just silent. And it's not a long car drive to the restaurant, thank goodness. And they just kept asking me like questions, but easy questions, like ones that I should have known how to answer. Like, "Oh, so you've been dating her son, or you've been talking to her son, how's that going?" I'm like, "Good." Like, and I would answer with like one word. I don't know what was wrong with me. I was just super nervous.
Oh man. Gabrielle is just boring. Gabrielle, you ask a really elaborate question to Gabrielle. Gabrielle will figure out how to say it in one word. Like, what's the meaning of life? Live. That's really how Gabrielle like answers questions.
That's not true.
Or we'll be trying to have deep conversations and like.
That is not true.
Yes,
no,
this is true.
I'm about to smack you.
We will be trying to have deep conversations, and then Gabrielle's like responses are always, yeah.
Because I'm processing it and thinking about it, and then I make a point.
No, that's the thing. You forget to make the point.
No, I don't forget to make my point. I make my points very loud and clear.
Just because you look at me like a school teacher doesn't mean I believe you. That doesn't make it true.
Oh,
Gabrielle goes, I make my points loud and clear. Get away from me, third grade teacher.
Shush. Anyways, we get to Kazoku, and
it was just like a sushi like slash like, you know when they cook in front of you type place? It's like that, like hibachi, but without them cooking in front of you, so it's quick, it's good. It was like my favorite restaurant at the time. We get there, it's like a 5-minute drive, so Gabrielle didn't get interviewed nearly as much as she's saying she did. We're eating, having a fantastic time. I'm eating a lot of food. And Gabrielle decides to only get one thing of food, and she's done this to me before while we're dating, so I'm kind of frustrated. And my parents call her out on it. They're like, Gabrielle, don't be afraid to get food. Don't be afraid to get food. Gabrielle's like, be quiet. Roll. I am rolling through here.
I got a California roll and a bowl of steamed rice.
Okay, anyway, she got nothing, a California roll and a bowl of steamed rice. My parents are like, Gabrielle, you need to eat. I'm over here with like 3 rolls. My dad's got 3 rolls and my mom probably had 10. You ever had a tuna carpaccio?
Oh,
you ever had one of those? If you haven't, you need to. They're really freaking good. It's like flattened tuna with all these different spices. It's delicious. We're just chowing down and Gabrielle's over here like this. The whole time. Saying absolutely nothing unless spoken to, and then it's a one-word response like we were talking about earlier. Really uncomfortable, guys. Really torture. But listen, here's the deal. When we get back in the car, so we're eating, right? We finish eating, we get back in the car, and then we start talking, la 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 la.
You just skimmed through that all.
Yeah, because I didn't feel like it was necessary to like blah 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 about our meal.
Yeah, you're right. And then, so we're getting ready to leave for like the fireworks and everything, and Jack's mom goes, oh, so are you leaving now? Because we can drive you. We're going there too. And I was like, no. I literally just said no.
I remember that.
And I was like, why did no just come out of my mouth?
Because we go to a country club to see the fireworks, right? And
the parking's terrible. Like, you cannot find parking on like 4th of July or like any special occasion. And she's like, we can drive you. Like, it'll be easy to park. You guys won't have to worry about it. And Jack's a new driver. Like, we don't want him to wreck or like hit another car. And I just go, no. And Jack just looks at me like I have 3 heads. I'm like,
well, no, because I probably didn't want her to drive us either, because I probably wanted to go make out in a parking lot somewhere. We were at that age, guys, where like that's still exciting. It's still exciting even now, but back then it was really exciting. So like that's probably what I wanted to do. I didn't want any sort of like parental interference with my intentions on a 4th of July.
I just want to know what your mom thought about me after that night, because that was the
My mom
worst.
didn't know what to think about Gabrielle because she was so bleh. Like, my mom's biggest concern or like problem with Gabrielle was that Gabrielle never spoke to her. Like, that was like a huge deal. Like, Gabrielle would come to my house after that and not speak to anyone. Like,
but it's so much better
she'd walk in
now.
and see everyone in the living room, like my mom, my dad, not say anything to
I would
anyone.
say hello.
No, you wouldn't. And then
I'd
go
walk
downstairs. Like, that's all like you would do. Like, you wouldn't take part, like what I'm saying. You don't give content for
But it is
a
so much
conversation.
better now. Like, sometimes.
Well, I'd hope 4 years later.
I know. Like, I'll just like talk to your parents for like an hour or two, and you'll be like playing video games. Like, back whenever he still lived at his house, like I'd talk to them, and Jack would be texting me, come downstairs, I want to watch a movie. And then I'd be like, no, I'm trying to talk with your parents so then they like me.
I'm trying to do what I should have done when we first started talking.
But they like me more now.
Later.
It's fine. They love me.
They do.
I am on the refrigerator.
Yeah, we have a picture of Gabrielle and I from like second grade. No, I think it was 1st grade.
No, it was 2nd grade.
You sure?
I'm 100% sure.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No.
Yes,
if you look at that picture,
it was 2nd grade.
3rd grade after that, I was at a different school and I looked significantly different.
It was in 2nd grade. Do you want to know why? Because I took my Christmas family pictures that day, and we got it huge, and it's framed in my house.
Who cares, Gabrielle? No one asked you.
You're the one who tried to argue with me.
Yeah. Ow. Is there anything else you want to say?
I just want to make it clear, they like me now. I'm not as awkward. Everything's perfect. Just 16-year-old me. No, I was 15. I was still 15. 15-year-old me was just nervous.
Gabriel, how do we know we
couldn't
can
hold a
believe your story if you
conversation.
don't even know what age you were?
Because you were 16, so then I just thought I was 16.
Oh.
Oh, that almost made me fart.
We had to do a story time because it's the easiest ones to film and edit because we leave tomorrow at 5 in the morning to go to the Dominican Republic. Join the rubber ducking army today. Okay, you've been watching us for this long. You probably liked the video if you made it this far. What are you doing, okay? Like, we got the best merch because our merch, you can wear it out and no one knows it's merch. It's not merchy.
Yeah, it doesn't scream YouTubers.
It's just rubber ducking crew necks and hoodies and they look sick. If you're interested, join the Rubber Duckin Army today. Link down below in the description. We're running out of hoodies and crew necks. I've been saying this because we're almost out now. But if you guys are interested, link down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed and we will see you
in the next one.